We're about to pull into here. They have mini exhibits here every year, but you always want to get your tickets early for this. And usually I just get mine in January, but if you get them later in the year, they're more expensive. And I think you can get them for about 25 bucks a person early in the year. And some vendors, if you get on the vendor list, will send you like an invite for 50% off for saying that you're coming to see them and such. But definitely get your tickets early if you're planning on coming to this. And you got to pay for parking, I think, on this one. I'm not 100% sure if you do or not, but I'm almost sure you do. But this is the 2025, as you can see, Equipment Expo. So no, this part, you don't have to pay for parking on this. I was thinking you did. I come to so many of these expos. But there's a bunch of new vendors this year, a bunch of new mower companies, things of that nature. We'll see what's inside. One of the things I love about these Ford trucks, if you get them with the running boards, you can always hit out in your dash, and then when you get out, your door, you know, the steps will stay out the whole time. So when someone pulls up beside you, they would have to hit your step before they could smack into your door, which is a huge problem in parking places like this. When you first get in, you'll have to come over here and print your badge out, but you just, once you buy your ticket, they send it to you in an email. You scan it here, and then it prints it out right here, and you just put it on your lanyard. I've never seen this before, but they've got a pet adoption center in here. There's all kinds of dogs in this and stuff. Never have I ever seen that. So when we come into the show, I wonder what Kawasaki's got new, because every year, you know, like they had the Evo last year and a few other things. I'm really hoping they come out with an Evo version, and it doesn't look like they have, because that's the same Evo that was out last year, as you can see here. That's what I've got on my X-Ride, 34.5 horse. But I was kind of hoping that they would come out with a, you know, 40 horse Evo that would be the same power as what they've got on the Briggs & Stratton, but so far I don't see that. So their biggest one is still the FX, which is 38.5. Look at that little Kawasaki bucket there. Yeah, the kids will like that. That one's 22 horse. That one's 23 horse. So here's an interesting looking motor. Little turbocharged engine. It says Geo Torque. I don't know what the deal with that is. Geo Torque, which is a Kawasaki engine. Look at that little turbo on there. I wonder what they're putting that in. Running on E85. It's a gasoline little motor. It's a stout little motor. I know there's a bunch of companies this year that are doing hybrids and things like that. So there's going to be all kinds of mowers that are trying to not only go electric, but just like this Smart Tech. I got an email on it, which is Hydro Gear's electric gas hybrid version. we'll see if we can get some stuff on that. You got your ditch witches over here. $5,400 Hydro is still Hydro Gear's biggest motors to put on the wheels and stuff, the integrated deal. But let's go here to John Deere and see what they've got new for this year. Got a little jack on the front so you can jack it up and down, change the blades, do things like that. .5 horse Z900M series. We just had John Deere out not too long ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, they make some really good mowers. Look at this hoss. Hey, you doing all right?
Look at this thing. This is cool.
Yeah, it is. Big old 997M. Dude, show you guys this machine. Hey, hon. I mean, that's a big machine. That deck pin on there. So you got to pull that back. Do you guys have anything new in the booth for this year?
Oh, yeah, the 997's here. And then we also
So that?
Yes.
Okay.
And these are my Greenworks stuff.
Okay.
The current 997 that we sell today, the diesel, the largest return we have.
Right.
This would be the replacement for that. Now it's the base model. And then we have a tech variant, and we have a covered end version as well.
So, I mean, that thing's, is it air ride seat?
Yes.
So you put an air ride seat on it? And are both of these diesel?
Yes. These are both 37 horsepower Yanmar.
I like the Yanmar motor. They seem really good. Most people were using Perkins before that, right?
For us, we've been using Yanmar for a while.
Have you? Okay. That's.
And we upgraded. That one has the 43 horsepower turbo version of the Yanmar engines.
So that's a turbocharged one? What horsepower is it?
It's 43.4.
43.4, and it's turbocharged. That's wild, man. Thank you. You can see in the last couple of years, they've started putting this digital pad on there, like the ones we had out for testing. You had to get the EFI to get it before, which these are the diesel ones. And you can see you've got your blade engagement and disconnect there. And I guess you could put auxiliary buttons in that if you wanted to for lights and things. Well, you got a light here, so. The deck height goes up to, looks like 5.5. Probably lockout 5 3/4, so that's pretty good. I like to see them above 5, especially if you're cutting really thick, good grass. Makes a big difference. I know, that's what I was wanting to see. So this is their turbocharged batwing deck deal. It seems like a lot of companies are starting to come out with these batwing style mowers. That one has a rod going across through there. So one blade on the side.
Is there more blades?
Debating about
Fastback Pro 100. It's got a look how tall that seat is. Like the depth of how far that air bladder goes on that thing. I know. I guess it's just like a semi seat on there. But the deck, they've got it low, and then they just put that on basically with a plate. I wonder what size tire that's running. So it's running a 26, 14 wide. Usually they're 12 wide. I've only seen that on a few mowers, but I guess that thing's so big it would need it. I couldn't imagine that would hold a hill very well. Are those 15-inch fronts? Is that what they are? They look like it. The tire.
Tires?
Yeah. pretty sure those are 15 tall. Yeah, they are. I see it right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit taller than a 13, so it's... And they're saying this is a turbocharged one. So you can see here it's 43. That's a hoss of a mower. All right, let's go down through here. Look at how little that thing is. I've never seen this machine before. It's like a little bulldozer. Look at the front. It's got a little blade on it.
Do you stand?
Yeah, you stand on the back of it.
Wait, how could this
You can stand on there. You ain't gonna hurt it. Is this new for this year?
What's that?
Is this new for this year?
It is a prototype.
Okay. So is this like for salt and then...
This is for salt, so this is a salt tank.
Okay.
250 to 300 pounds of salt.
So as you're pushing, you drop the salt, clears your way. That's an interesting looking machine.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Interesting.
No, yeah, it looks good. I mean, like I said, the proof's in the pudding and the testing. So you always got to test
That's
something.
right.
But
That's right.
I mean, as far as how it's set up and how it looks, I mean, it's very compact. You could get it in a lot of places.
Compact is the goal, so you get it versatile, so you can spin on the sidewalk.
Right. What is the main intent for something like this?
It's for sidewalks.
For sidewalks specifically.
Snow and ice removal for sidewalks.
Yeah. So you're saying it'll turn around on itself in a sidewalk?
Sidewalks.
Okay. Like a normal 36-inch or... Wow. Okay.
So, feedback that we got before we started designing was that there's property damage from like a longer machine or damage that goes on
Right.
from operating close to buildings.
Okay. So do you guys have test demos out in the public and stuff? Is that what you're basically...
This is a pilot unit that's not out in the public. We're still
Okay.
gathering customer feedback on the machines.
Right.
Continue to refine it.
Yeah, it's an interesting unit for sure. What is the capacity on the push? I'm guessing that you could push, I mean, as much as that blade would hold, right?
I don't know that we have a defined capacity.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Is there anything else in this area that's prototype or new this year?
New is you go to see there's a GX crew over there that's new.
Okay.
See where that gentleman's standing right there?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Big old front deck. I never did understand these, but I guess if you're driving it up and under fences and things like that, that'd be super handy to have that out front. This is a 72-inch rear discharge. See the RD? Rear discharge never cut as good as side discharge because you're shooting everything out the back. I know that's wild looking, ain't it?
I don't know if I got on it right.
It says terrain cut 1580. It's got your little intercooler and radiators and stuff in the back there. Is that what you want next? I don't know. It says terrain cut, so it's got little bitty tires in the front. I'm guessing it's about like those Wright or can't think of the name now, but their deck and body's made like that. It is, yeah. This is almost like a golf cart style with a bigger bed. GX electric. I think that guy said that was new for this year. But it literally looks like a golf cart with a beefed up look to it for working, like horses and things like that. Oh yeah, get me a glass of that, hun. Go in the Ego booth and look. I think we've got some Ego equipment coming out for testing. So we're going to try to get, they've got this commercial series for you guys that are doing, you know, battery powered and your neighborhoods and stuff. So, I mean, this looks like it has a carbon fiber stock. I don't know if it does or not, but you can see the stats here. Yeah, carbon fiber. It says 10% thicker, and obviously you reduce the weight by using the carbon fiber. 20% more power. And then they've got this big backpack blower over here. Ego makes some killer stuff. I mean, you can see here. They're saying the run time on this, so it has 2 batteries here and here. They're saying the run time on this is 240 minutes on low, 36 minutes on high, and turbo 30 minutes. I mean, that's a long time to be running a battery, so you could get a lot done in that time period. Plus, you're not using a battery unless you're pulling the trigger. I've had one of these. They cut good. Industry's most advanced chainsaw.
But shipping out of Michigan,
They got the handheld up there and then another backpack. I think that's the same one. Get pictures of each one. Yeah, get stills of them so I can pop them up in there for them. Excuse me. What do you guys have? What's new here at the show that you guys are showcasing?
We got a power station right here,
Okay.
1400 watts, max peak at 2100, and then we have an inverter right there.
Okay. And what is the peak on this inverter? Oh, this is air compressor, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, not an inverter. This is a inflator deflator. I'm
Right, right. Okay.
So you got high pressure and low pressure.
That's 150. I like that you guys are showing your prices.
Yep. So a lot of these products come bare tool.
Can you turn this on?
Yes.
Let's see how much that thing blows. Is this wide open?
Goes up one more notch. This is a missing fan.
Okay.
Also turns.
Osculating and misting. See the little misters on the side? Right there and there. So this does have fast charging and stuff on it. As you can see here, you got your PD 100 watt, and then you got an 18 watt here, and then your normal USB A's. But it's 1400 watt on these down here, 120 volt, 11.7 amp. It can run on 2 batteries instead of having to have all 4, correct?
One thing with this one too, it also comes with the possibility of being charged by solar.
Oh, really?
So you have a solar panel that can go to the top here.
Right.
You can plug a solar panel right in there.
Okay. Is there any certain solar panel you have to have, or will it take any, like, does it have to have your solar panel, or will it take any solar panel?
I don't.
As long as it has that plug.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be our solar panel.
So there's no regulator in there that'll say, oh, it's got to be sourced from our...
200 watt.
Okay.
Or but yeah, I don't think there's any regulator. Just as long as it has that plug.
Okay.
Also, if you plug in the DC, it's a 900 watt charger. So
Okay.
It's actually our fastest charger. Or, as you saw before, you could use the PDN.
Right.
And trickle charger batteries as well. So.
Excellent. All right, man. Thank you. This will probably be the funnest thing I could get out for testing. I don't know if they've done anything different this year, but here's the stats on this. 20-mile range, top speed 28. It's interesting looking little deal. No, I don't think you can make it road legal. It's not fast enough. And I don't think it has turn signals or anything. Ego's little turns, that's such a weird bar deal, but I mean, that's probably the best space saving deal. But that's such a compact little mower. Let's see their commercial line up here. This goes to 5 on the deck height, 54-inch cut. Here's their more high-end commercial ones, but that's still a 48-inch deck. Let's see if they've got a 60 on there. So here's your 60, a ZTX 60R. I mean, they're nice looking mowers. Looks like they're running a 24-inch rear or a 23. It's actually a 23, so it's running a real little rear tire. Wonder what the blade tip speed on that is. I know a lot of the problem with these is the blade tip speed, running a high lift blade. If you run a high lift blade, then you lose all the power. They're saying 44 horsepower on this 60-inch series, as you can see here. Up to 12 acres on a single charge. 12-mile-an-hour speed. This is their stand-on.
Stand-on unit.
Kanga. Well, there's some little bitty things. I mean, you could get that in about any backyard. It's got a very stout looking like mass and stuff on that thing with hydraulic hookup here and here. So I guess you can put other things on that and disconnect it and connect to it. You got a trencher here, another trencher over there. And this is like a pulverizing deal. There's you a big, if you was like putting trees in or stuff or digging a hole, you got a huge auger on there. And it's still compact. I mean, for that thing to be that heavy looking, it's wild. It looks like it would almost tip itself over.
What do you use this for?
That's an auger? Yeah. Well, I mean, you could use it for anything. I don't know what it's specifically for, but I can think of putting trees in, anything like that. There's Dixie Chopper. Let's see what they got New Year. I wonder if they're still claiming fastest mower in the industry. You got, oh, never mind. Are you running the Dixie Chopper booth?
Yeah.
Is there anything new for this year you guys have?
The new Falcon HP.
Okay.
It's more of a residential.
Residential unit? Okay. There's the classic. That's kind of what started a lot of it. That one's decked out. Yeah. I've seen these with 2 motors on them, all kinds of stuff. So you said they didn't really have too much new. This is kind of the same stuff from last year. One of the things about Dixie Choppers, they're built really good and they use good components. But I don't know. I've tried to get them to come out like 4 or 5 times and cannot get anybody to bring one out for testing. I actually owned a 72-inch Dixie Chopper Classic, a brand new one. And it was just like this here. But they're still basically the same look, same components. I like that they put the fans on top of their spindles and stuff. And then I love the little Springer fork deal. They kind of set the forefront for a lot of things, especially like the OC, D-deck deal, where you can open your discharge chute. All your higher end ones have that, which I wish every mower company would go to that. I just ain't a fan of the looks on them. And the cut in real thick lush grass wasn't bad. It just didn't seem that special. But like I said, I need to test them out again and see. I don't want to put too much judgment on one. And this is their highest end series, the Excalibur. So you've got their biggest motor, biggest pumps, the better deck, just a lot beefier motor. Got them tater diggers on the back. And then you got the Dixie Chopper little Talon MS, which is for scooping stuff, moving material, things like that. TYM tractors. Rural King, TYM. There's a bunch of entities in here that this company has. I've got an RK37 which is about what this is here. I know TYM uses a little bit different motors and different ones, but most of them have Yanmars in them and things like that. That's a very compact little thing. So this is Sunseeker, and they make autonomous mowers and a couple other things in this. You've got, as you can see here, it's showing you climbing the incline. You've got their models over here. This looks like their littlest one, the V3. And you can see the stats on it. Screenshot that if you want to see it better. Their S4, these. It looks like they're all under a half acre. So you couldn't do a real big yard, but we'll see if they've got any other ones. Are you ready? Hey, how are you doing? Hey. Yes. So you guys can see here, this is Sunseeker X4. Here's the stats on it. And then one of the great things about this unit is it uses the LiDAR and things. So you no longer have to have the RTK or the wire in the ground. And this for smaller properties would be excellent because the setup time on this would be way easier than all of the other, you know, instead of putting a pole on your house or out in your yard, you can just let the sensor do everything for you, which is really nice. They've got a couple of other newer units over here. And you can see that X9 there. That's a big unit. Has a weed eater on the side. You see that weed eater there? So that's another thing that's pretty interesting on that. We'll see if we can get it pulled up here. They don't have the X9 on there that I see. So probably over here on this. This is their X7, which is their second biggest one. It's got 2 discs, 3 on each one. I like those combs on the back, these right here, the little combs. They tend to stripe the grass with it, and I like that look if it catches it, like the Best Mow has. I think they pronounce this Coyote, but there's so many different names and stuff now, but they've got several tractors and things like that that they make along with mowers. This says compact, but it's a very little tractor. $26.20. This is their skid steer with ride control. I'm guessing it's dampened. That's a very compact subcompact tractor. John Deere and a bunch of them, all of them make these little subcompacts. Oh, I like that little glass at the bottom. You can see your hookups. Pretty decent interior if it wasn't priced very high. I couldn't imagine someone would pay over 20 grand for this. As far as their mowers, I don't think they've got anything new this year. I remember that from several years ago. It looks like a big diesel unit. It's running a 26-inch rear tire. You see anything interesting? What is that? It's a lock. What's going on through here? Pro Run? I've never heard of that. Looks like they make some littler electric units. It says brushless, high efficiency, 60 volt max power. It's got a little hitch on the back. Yeah. They integrated some little LED lights in there, and it's got like the Ego looking pad. They kind of look like the Ego series. I wonder if they're just rebranded. A lot of companies do that. They make chainsaws too. .5 cc. So it's a Greenworks commercial. That is, look at that. This has got to be new. I've not even heard of this. So they're comparing it with the 500i. Showing the cost analysis. But look at that bar on that. That's a 28-inch bar. I mean, it's pretty lightweight feeling, but I mean, that battery's heavy, so by the time you put that in there, it should, you know, it's nose heavy right now, it should level out, but I like to run that thing. That's a big saw. Slide the battery in there and see how it feels with you holding it.
I already don't like it now.
Oh, does it? How's it go in there?
This?
Maybe. Yeah. Now try it. It doesn't look like it's that bad to hold.
No.
I like the spikes and stuff on the side. I mean, that's nice.
No, I think you'll be fine.
Let's see. Looks like it comes with a pretty good chain on it. I would take those dogs and put a full chisel on there. That'd make it cut even better. How you doing, man? Is this new for this year?
Yeah, we had one similar last year. It's just a 0.5 kilowatt powerful motor.
Okay.
That's a 5 kilowatt motor.
Okay.
We also have a 3.6 and 3.0
Okay.
all the way from 16 inch up.
Yeah, is this the biggest electric saw in the industry right now? I know Steel and a lot of others don't have one that big.
Yeah. As far as I know, we're going to try to up it to over a 30 inch
Oh, really?
in the future.
Right.
But I'm not sure if it's going to be the same motor or newer motor. But yeah.
So the biggest recommended bar on this is 28 inch. Okay. Huh. It seemed weighted pretty good to be, you know, have that battery and stuff where it's at. That's interesting. I guess this is new for this year. Showing your cost analysis down here. 50 Newton cyclone force, 1145 CFM. And then the weed eaters here. There's your cost analysis. And then they've got this. Thing's got some huge wheels on it. It's not running currently, but you can kind of see what they're saying. Huh. Let's see what the underside of this looks like. Well, that thing's heavy. It's got a big old disc on it. See these mowers. I was talking with a guy the other day, and he was saying that the Greenworks on these, the new ones, they had one series that would run 16 mile per hour and had to slow it down, or actually 19 mile per hour, and they had to slow it down to 16 because of the speed, and people were thinking that they could cut that fast, and then they were complaining, so they dropped it down. But these are such a good looking unit. Like just the form, how they're built. Like look at that, watch that light bar, it fades, and I like stuff like that. These look a little bit out of place, but those would be so handy at night trying to mow with that. I mean, you've got a little running light in the middle, and then you've got your big beam lights and your floodlights on the side. Plenty of lighting on that unit. I just wonder how something like that cuts. That's a rear discharge one. I wouldn't buy a rear discharge for cut quality, but they make side discharge ones. If you notice too, most of your mowers blade tip speed is about 18 to 18.5 K feet per minute. And these are 19 K on these now. So they've upped the speed on these a little bit more than what they have previously. They've got a cost analysis trying to show, you know, if you was running a diesel compared to this. But I think that thing was saying this was over 30 grand. 72 inch deck, it's rear discharge again. Look at that tire. That is a 2614 by 12. That's a beefy tire. Look how wide that thing is. Looks like a race slick. And then this one's got your little dump bed on it. If you want to go and... I know, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? And it's definitely not commercial, but for, you know, having fun, that would be something to do. That's side discharge, and that's a commercial unit. You can see here that I would like to see, so it goes up to 5 inches, which is what Scag goes to. Yeah, that's just the deck dropped all the way down. That one's got a bagger on it. Easy empty. See what they got over here. Let's look under the deck. This one's a rear discharge, but you guys can see. I mean, it's got good looking spindles on it. That one's 5 inches of cut. World's best zero turn series. Slope mower in there. It says 55 degrees. It's got flail style blades on it. Let's see if I can show you. so they kick back. What are you getting?
A foam finger. Wow.
This is a new one for this year. The Falcon HP, kind of a residential, but still heavy duty. They're using a ZT 3100, 24 horse Kawasaki. What is it? Oh, really? So Gator's got trimmer line, as you can see.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
They just come out with this one, and they give me some to test. Obviously, it's a thicker one, but he said it's really good for edging because of how strong it is. So we'll see. I'll put it on a weed eater and test it out. But they make different ones for all kinds of different stuff, as you guys can see. And then also, they've got super high lift blades that I've tested on a mower before that works really good. And then here you can see they make a ton of different chainsaw profiles. You've got all these different profiles for chainsaws. And he was showing me, like, on their full chisel one right here, if you notice, instead of the holes, they use lines, and the lines feed directly up into the riveted part, and that's an oil cavity where that little dog bone looking thing is that lets that oil stay in that cavity when it's cutting, so it doesn't get as hot and it cuts better. We got hungry, and so they've got this $32. I know, that's crazy. That is what you get for $32. And a carrot cake and a water. I mean, it's good chicken, for real, but come on. So Honda's got a new mower this year for a commercial line. Twin blade. On a 60-inch, it's only got 2 blades. Is that what that means? Oh, twin blade like that. So you've got a top cutting one and a bottom cutting. That's a pretty interesting deal because they're right on top of each other. Most companies offset them. I love how on electric mowers there's no pulley or anything. So you can spin the wheel on it whenever you're doing it, but how do you see? Okay, so deck height selectors here. Looks like at the top it goes to 5. So 1/4-inch increments. You go 1/4-inch increments. And then here's your high and low speed. I wonder what they're, so here's the thing on it. Pro Finish Cut First Pass, offering 12 total cutting edges per revolution. Pretty interesting deal. That one's got like a autonomous setup on it, so it can cut by itself. You can see all the little camera systems and LiDAR system. I don't know if it's LiDAR or not, but
You make money either getting it out of the field or harvesting it.
all right. It's got some big casters, and it looks like it has the flex system built into it. See it there? So you should get decent ride on it. It's running a 24-inch tire, it looks like. Yeah, 24-inch tire. But it does have a big spindle beam there. We'll see what this is. Arrowquip. It's a newer Yachta mowers. Let's see what they've got this year. So the Yachta 320 at 10,000, well 9,000 something. Yachta 720. Man, them things just look so beefy. Like, look how wide span and how big the beam is on that. The bolts and everything in it. I mean, that's a beefy looking unit. Yachta 720. I know you guys can't see that. Let me get it closer. 13 mile per hour, 4,400 hydros. Commercial unit. See what else they've got. So FX781V Evo motor. So I hadn't seen that motor. So that's an Evo series motor in a 781V. Deck height goes up to 5. This one's got their bagger on it. And it's running a 781V Evo too. I like the tires that come on there. I like to get one of these out for testing. Hey man, how you doing? So what do you got new for this year?
It's mostly just the rebrand.
Okay.
So it's
Instead of just using Yachta as the main thing, you're using Arrow.
yeah. So it's going to be under Arrowquip now.
Right. It threw me off when I first walked up because I was like, they look like Yachta, but then it says Arrowquip.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rebrand. That's where the new paint comes from.
Okay.
So with Arrowquip products, we paint them all that Arrowquip green. That's where that green comes from.
I had got an email from you guys saying that y'all had some industry shakeup coming or something. Is that, so you don't have anything new besides the name?
They don't tell me any secrets because I end up telling everyone.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm looking for the secret guy. Who knows the secrets? That's what I'm looking for.
When you do, let me know.
Okay, cool. All right, well, like I said, I just want to see what you guys had, see if you had anything new. And I noticed you guys were running that 781V Evo on a lot of them.
Yeah, so this one has the 30.5 horsepower.
30.5.
Yeah, and we got the 4400 ZT hydro gears.
Right.
On an hour. This comes in the deck variation of 54, 61, and 72 inch. You'll be able to get the 54 inch with that same engine.
Okay. What's the biggest motor you guys offer? Do you know that?
It's going to be that current motor.
On this machine?
On this machine, yep.
And I know you guys got like a 900 series, don't you?
Yeah, we do have, in previous years, have a 900 series. We decided to simplify it, so we just have 3 different molds.
Well, good deal, man. Like I said, I'm just hunting for all the new stuff, see what everybody's got up their sleeve, and see what's going on. Now, if you guys didn't know, DeWalt, Hustler, Cub Cadet, all under the same MTD entity now. And so they've got a couple of new series coming out in the Cub Cadet. And I think a couple of them are redone. But they really like these steering wheel deals. My wife absolutely loves them. We've had a couple of them out for testing. And that's what I was saying. That's your jam right there. I mean, they're a good-looking unit. But that's a ZTX S660. Mouthful there. 2412 by 12. It's running an FX801V, 25.5 horse. This little side panel deal is like a thing that Cub has done on a ton of their mowers. There it is on this one. So they're saying this is commercial grade. I probably wouldn't buy a unit like that for commercial grade just because it's, you know, not going to be as fast cutting as what I would want. But I do like, I mean, look, they're putting the little spring forks on there now. It seems like a lot of companies are really listening to this because ride quality is huge for a lot of people, and that's something that is really good to have. And like I said, a lot of people go with bigger rear tires. That one's running a 23, so that's going to really help with the ride in the front. Two-year Cub Cadet extended warranty. How's that feel? Bouncy? You kind of want it that way though, so it when you're floating over the grass, it doesn't jar your... Oh, they've got all three blade types on here. So extreme mulch, that's an odd looking deal. Look at that. Instead of like the normal mulching that's like serrated, that's like got a bigger hook tooth and a bigger wing, so you probably get more lift, but I don't know how it's extreme. Low lift sand blade. There's what they're showing. So we had this unit out for testing, and for hillsides and stuff, it doesn't get much better than this thing. Like, it holds a hill like glue, and the seat will pivot and stuff on some of these models, and that way whenever you're floating sideways, your seat sets. As you can see, you unlock it there. I've got a video on this, but it lets that seat rock back and forth so you're not sitting awkwardly when you're mowing big hillsides. I don't remember the one we tested having that big hydraulic cooler on top like that does there, but maybe it did. I just can't remember. I like the color scheme, that like matte gray they've got, and then they've got this light bar on the front, as you can see here. I like when they integrate lights and stuff like that on these mowers. That one's a 50-inch steering wheel deal. But as you can see, all them Cubs, they put this like side panel on there. I've seen it for years. I wonder how something that little would do bagging. So here's the Hustler booth. Let's see what they've got. That looks like a wing for a race car. Fast track commercial duty. So that pin goes to 4.5. I hadn't seen that slider before, which I hadn't looked at this little of a unit, but that's their fast track. And apparently it'll run a bagger. The fast track SDX. I like that they're putting these rubber mats in these. Those help a ton with vibration and just the foot feel. This is their X1. That one's got the flex forks on it. Yeah, they do every year. This is an X-Ride, like I've showed you guys a ton of stuff on there. That's a rear discharge deck. You can always tell because there's no opening on the side, and they put them flaps on the back, keep grass from blowing out on the sides. On the Super Z, they have changed it now to having a 26 rear tire where they were 24s before, and the intercooler is up behind the seat. on it. But I like that they've switched to a 26-inch tire on these. The Hyperdrive used to be the only one with a 26. Now the X-Ride, the Hyperdrive, and the X1 have that. So let's see if they've got anything different on this year's Hyperdrive. I've never drove one with a weighted system. So this is a 14-inch wide wheel on the 60-inch cut. So it used to have a 12, but you can see now it's running a 14-inch wide on the 60. On the 66, that used to be the one that they put the 14-inch wide. But now if you look, your tire's almost, so when you're laying that stripe, the tire line, you'll get a better cut because you can see your tire line even better. Plus you'll get better hillside stability and stuff with that 14-inch wide. So that's a good thing that they've done. This is different on here, this shroud. It looks a lot better now. So here's the Wright booth. There's a little bitty one, so you can get it in neighborhoods and stuff. There's another one. Look at how that deck is. Like the deck is bigger, and then it goes swooping in the back because it's a tube blade. It's a wild looking deal. Got a national promo going on. Another stand-on unit, ZK3. That one's running an Evo motor. So this is their new one that's springed in the front, as you can see here. See the springs on it? It's more of a, I would say, high-end residential, having a little Kawasaki on it. But you can see here, you've basically got the suspension in the seat, and then you've got it up here on the front, just like another red brand does. But I love the light integration. Pretty narrow rear tires, but you've got lights here and you've got lights in the front. So at least they're integrating some lights. It's got really easy adjustable handles. I like that. And so all of this will make the ride of this really nice. I'm gonna try to get one of these out for testing just to see how it does. But you can see how little the tires and how the body is. And then like you go over here to the ZXT or, you know, even this series, it's just a much beefier looking unit. Wider rear tires. That's got double on it. I don't know why, but Scag's color scheme looks like it's lightened down on these. It used to be, all of them used to look a lot darker in my eyes, but maybe it's just that lighting. I'm not sure. There's the Cheetah. The newer ones are starting to get this. Mine doesn't have this, but the newer ones are starting to get that, which will help a ton on the Cheetah. I don't think there's anything new on it that I can see. That one's got the FX1000V 38.5. But see, on the Kawasaki one, unlike the Kohler, you get this real nice lever to throttle it up and down. The Kohler one, I don't like how you throttle it up and down. It's like a flat bar, and you can't get your hand to it very well. But that one, you can get to it real well. My goodness. I think I gave 11.3 for mine. Look at that.
Contact me sometime.
Cheetah hybrid. Uh-oh. So this is electric and gas. Look at that. So that's an interesting deal. Oh, it's got a panel on it now. See, that panel's different for the hybrid system and stuff on it. The seat looks weird on it, how it's set up, but I'm guessing it's because there's a battery under there. But you can see, instead of having a belt, it's run by electric pulleys up under there. You lose the ground speed though. With this, it's 10 mile per hour, where the regular Cheetah is 16 mile per hour on it. Let's go back here and see.
It's all being very good.
So see, this is running a littler Kawasaki motor and then a battery pack and everything. That's wild. Look at this flex wing thing here. This seems to be a trend. So you've got that flex wing that comes up on each side, and then you got that same digital cockpit over there. Let's see what kind of... I like that you're getting a cut height up to 6 inches. 56 horse turbocharged Kohler motor. Look at that. Look at that little turbo. I mean, that is so tiny. So you got your muffler and stuff that comes through here. I mean, it's got a big radiator on it. Look at that thing. This is definitely made for just knocking grass down, not necessarily striping or anything like that. That's a massive mower. They're saying this will come out in 27, so we got a while before this is released. But the Cheetah H, which is the Cheetah hybrid, is interesting unit, I'll say. Look at all that wiring. Oh my goodness. That's a nightmare. See if they've got any different thing on Turf Tiger. One of the things I would tell you guys is, like, on the Turf Tiger here, I don't see anything new this year, but one of the things I really like about the Turf Tiger is your height of cut goes up so much higher. It's 6 inches, whereas on like the Tiger Cat or the Cheetah, it only goes up to 5. The problem with that is the Scag doesn't have a lockout on your deck. So when you're cutting, if you hit a bump, this can jump down, up or down to where you're at, and it can jump into lockout position. So for instance, if you're cutting at 5, you've got a ton more for that'll jump out of lockout position. from the Turf Tiger to the Cheetah. So to me, and it runs a 26-inch rear tire, I like the Turf Tiger better. And in the spring, a lot of time on the Scag, if I was cutting it 5 inches, my grass is so thick and so lush that I had to leave it in lockout all the time to cut it to get a good cut. So I would just like to have more height to cut, which the Turf Tiger gives you. To me, that's something huge. This has the auto deck on it. It'll automatically go up and down for you, is what it looks like here, but I don't know how you get it to do that. There's got to be some way. Toro and stuff does it in the handle. Oh, I'm guessing here. I'm guessing that does it. Yep. Look here. So I hadn't seen one with that on there. So I mean, that's got a bigger unit. I hadn't seen one with that on there. That's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a deck lift. I don't know how I would like trying to hit that, though. Most time people integrate it in the handlebar. John Deere and others. Big V-Ride XL. I'm not much on stand-on, guys. Where are you guys at on it? On big properties, I just don't like it. Might be something that you guys are interested in. But another thing, too, I absolutely love the Kohler motors. Like these Kohler Pros, like especially that 38 horse one I had on that Scag Cheetah. I absolutely love that thing. I didn't like the handlebar where you throttled up and down, but I absolutely love the power and the fuel efficiency of it. Really a nice deal. But that's new for this year, all that in there. And then they've got this Bluebird edition in the Scag mower. Bluebird V-Ride. All this. I mean, I like the blue because it kind of separates you from the orange. And I just like how the blue and the cattle tan seat looks. Yeah, I like the blue on it. It doesn't look like there's anything as far as the mechanics or anything. It's just the cosmetics. So Scag bought Bluebird out. There's no difference in price on the Bluebird stuff. It's just a subsidy of Scag, and so they're taking the color scheme and putting it on a lot of their units. So if you like that, then you can get one of those in Bluebird color. I was going to show you guys, look at this new Altas. So this is a company we just had out for testing, and they have totally switched their whole mower. And now look at this shock package and stuff they've got on the front. Don't worry, we're going to get these out for testing as soon as we can get one to the dealers we work with. But that's wild looking. I love the color scheme. The new like lime color to it. You talking about standing out in the neighborhood. We're going to try to get some of these units out here, but here's what they're showing. So all new tri-axis front suspension, which is a shock system and all that. 66 HV all-terrain deck, hydro gears. They had the hydro gear before, but here's one with the tires in the rear. But look at that. It's basically a A-arm shock package right on the front of the mower. That thing should ride and drive really well. .720 SSI there. So that's a 72-inch with the Arrow deck. That's going to be huge for this company right there, that. I mean, it's held on here, and then you've got the shocks going through it. So that's going to up the ride quality of those tremendously. And the tracked one's already road good compared to a tire machine. There's their old color scheme, which I still like it. It's a good looking scheme. Let's see what they got down here. So that's just like the ones we tested earlier. That switch deal's wild. Basically, you can put stuff on the front or the back. And I mean, right now it's got a brush for cleaning and stuff. So this is what the outdoor, look at this. I mean, it's almost overwhelming. You're like, where do you even start? They've got every brand, everything you could want out here. You can just go and test it and drive it. So, you know, if you guys are wanting to test mowers or look at things, this is a really great place to come to do that. This is a new hybrid system. So you can see he's kind of driving it there, and they're saying it's giving you the best of both worlds because you're not taking the batteries off to charge them and stuff. It's a hybrid system, so it's self-charging. So you're supposed to get the same speed, cut, and everything in a much better package. Seems responsive. I think he said you could run on the batteries for 1 hour, just battery. See, he's running on just battery right now. So here's the Turf Tiger. Here's the new Cheetah Hybrid. It's a real awkward looking machine, but like I said, you're getting a slower top speed of 10 mile an hour, but it seems smooth watching him run it. I mean, he's going around that barrel and stuff. And then here's the normal Scag Cheetah. There's the Mammotion booth. So far, that's been the best. This unit right here has been the best unit we have tested. It does really well and 0 hiccups so far. We've been running it for about 2 or 3 months now, something like that. And I mean, it just has been flawless. This is Nexmo. Yeah, it's a really big unit. It just looks beefy. Those little wheels like that though, that has under the front, those tend not to do too well in rough terrain. Like they go in dips and just push the machine different directions and stuff, but I don't know, every machine's different. That's a really big back tire. It might do just fine with those. Here's a Yarbo snow blower. I guess they've been blowing grass with it, that's what it looks like. Oh, really? Look at the little tracks on it.
Dude, that's the biggest thing I wanted to find out.
Oh, there's another unit with a mower and a side mower to go like under. See the little head on it? Little movable head. So they can mow under fences and stuff. That's a floating head. It doesn't have any base or anything. It just floats along the grass as they spin it around. Yeah, it's got a mower under it, but it doesn't have any wheels or anything. You just float it along as you go. I don't know what the benefit. What's the benefit of it?
I think it's a yard compactor.
Oh, it's a compactor?
That's what I think it is, like a dirt compactor for a yard.
Okay.
Y'all mean like big old ruts in the yard or something, bumps? You just run that over there?
What? I just seen him swinging it back
Yeah,
and forth.
the grass was flying,
Yeah,
but I just don't know if it was dry grass and grass already busted up.
I don't know what it is, but it may be a compactor, but I'm not sure.
Me neither. That's the only thing I got. I don't know.
You wouldn't be compacting much with it though. You know what I mean? Like it would just be where you just
Yeah,
laid.
small ruts.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, it is. It is.
It's a mower. That's what I thought that was just the way it was spitting that grass out.
Yeah.
That's an interesting deal. It's got some razor blades on. You shave your face after you get it. Bama Light, little mini excavator. Tough Torque Corporation. It's a pretty good looking unit. A lot of John Deere's run Tough Torque. Looks like Yachta's running one on theirs too, as you can see out there. See that? Let's see how this front suspension works on this Alta. I didn't really see it move that much then, but that ground's not that tore up. So, but that has that shock in the front. It's a good looking unit, man. It's a good looking excavator. You can see that one over there. Oh, I like that bucket. Caterpillars. It's nice in here. That exhaust just shoots right out the top. Look at that cone deal. Cones in there and shoots it out the back. Get him. Look at them things, how they articulate and shift. They're so, I mean, they're mini, but you could get them in a lot of places. So they've got their new weed eaters out here too as well, which are the 60 volt. All of these are new for this year, and it's more of a straight commercial unit. And I like the handle, like they feel really good. They've got pretty good weight balance. They are obviously heavier in the back with a big battery, but when you're pointing it down, hold it with the other hand, you'll be able to weight that out. And then they've got this blower here. I mean, look how big that backpack thing is. That must be dead. There's their pole saw again.
Yes, sir.
And here's their new top handle. This does really well. You'll see it in my shorts. Look at this guy up on his boom. That's where I need to go up and get video. I wonder if they can feel any wind turbulence up there. That's a long ways up. Yep. So here's all the Navi mows. We got some video on this last year. You can see that in the videos back in last year's, close to the GIE. But that's the X315. The one last year had the weed eater on the side, which would be a really interesting deal. And it cuts to 2.5 acres, where the other ones cut below 1 acre. Like the one we had here, the I-10, it's for smaller yards. But this is for up to 2.5 acres. You can see it out there. I mean, it's moving along pretty good. They got a full excavating crew here. I mean, that looks like a foiler with a loader on it. That'd be so fun. Seems responsive too. They've got one with tracks on it as well. But I mean, I could do so much stuff with those little things, like just maneuvering anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you could just about drive that through your front door, how little that thing is. Yeah, he can probably see everything really well from where his point of view is. That guy's probably about 6'2". So that'll give you an idea. This is one of the brands I haven't had out, but they're run by little joystick levers, as you can see here. See his hand? Pretty wild deal how they're run by. Where most of them have lap bars, which it looks like they've got some with lap bars instead of the joystick, so maybe it's an option. But you can see the difference in the two over there. If you look on the right, you can see the joystick right here, and you can see the lap bars over here. But I've had some requests to get these guys out. I've reached out to the local rep, and he just never showed up. Right here's your turf tracer, the autonomous mower with the X-Mark deck. The only thing is, with something like that, by the time that mowed this area, I'm pretty sure that a guy could mow 3 times the property of what that would do. Like if you just watch how it turns around and stuff, which I mean, I guess if you got it set up on a yard and it just did its thing, you didn't have to be there, that would be excellent. But as far as like landscaping crews jumping from place to place, I just don't see it in something like that. Neat deal. So I hadn't seen one of these, but look at it's like a one stick deal instead of the two stick. So you've got, I guess, just less maintenance on that, but I like it. It's lightweight. Man, that thing's light. That one's heavy. You can see how much bigger the cast and stuff is in that. I mean, look at that. It's a professional series, but look at how chunky that metal is. Yeah, that's got a pretty thick deck on it. What do they have up there? Another little wheel deal with attachments. So this is Yoshino, and they make several solid state portable battery stations or power stations. And you can see here they've got solid state batteries in them, 5-year warranty, 2,000 watt output. And he was saying that this is a very sold unit for RV people. You can charge and discharge at the same time. So if you put a solar panel to it, you can charge it while you're using the battery power coming out of it. So that's a really nice feature. You can see on the front here some of your USBs. You got a 20 watt, you got a 100 watt, and then you've got USB A's. Shows your Wi-Fi hookup. I'm guessing, so it has an app where you can see how it's running and stuff like that. They're going to be launching this one next year, which is a bigger unit, and you've got a lot more hookups on this with bigger ampage in comparison to something like this over here, and several different outlets on it. Sorry about that, about pushing.
No, it's okay.
That wheel's light.
It's because this is just a prototype, so
There's nothing in it. Oh, okay. I thought, man, that thing is light. You were saying it was lightweight, but
no, this is going to be about 140 pounds.
yeah, I was gonna say, well, that's what I thought, but then I touched it and I was like, man, that wind blow that thing across in there. Thank you, man.
Sure, thank you.
That's an interesting deal right there. What'd you find?
Chips.
So here's a tire company, and they're saying don't fall flat, test drive. But you can see here they've run nails down in this, or screws. Basically, it's a puncture resistant tire. So is it a solid filled tire, basically?
No, it's not solid.
So how are you keeping it from?
So think of a run flat as a cart, like a run flat for a car.
Right.
Same concept.
Okay.
So you can put air in it.
Right.
You can run it at 0 PSI.
And it'll be just fine. Okay.
You only need to put air in it.
You can
if
run
need
it
to
without
carry
air for up to 6,000 miles.
So you guys are like kind of between a normal tire and what people are going to in a tweel.
Yes.
But I'm guessing that's a much cheaper. Yeah, that's what I was going to
But it
say.
comes mounted on an aluminum wheel.
Oh, it comes mounted already on the wheel.
It's an assembly. You cannot buy it separately.
So what does something like this run, like cost-wise, to the consumer?
So this is probably like $700 for both.
Okay.
for two.
Retail's $400.
Wheel is 700 or 800 miles.
Okay. I mean, that's a good-looking wheel that comes with it. Is that what comes with it? Yeah, I mean, that's...
Then we have the VPO over there, so the standard...
So you have it for a tractor, too?
Well, no, the standard lawnmower tread design is like the Turf Master.
Okay.
We also offer it in the same setup.
Oh, I do see that. Okay. And then you have it in a tire that is for side-by-sides and stuff?
No,
Okay.
no run flat for the sides.
Okay. That's just tires that's in
So
your...
this is just the new ITB Savage
Right.
that they came out with.
That's an
so
aggressive...
They have that and a standard compound and a soft compound. And then this is a word mate, which is for like your fleet carts or side-by-sides.
Yeah, that is a wild looking... I mean, that thing's got knobs on it. I mean, look at my finger. Huh. Thank you, guys. They said as far as anything new, they didn't have anything new this year, but they did have new accessories, such as the bagger system that is over here on this mower. So you can see on this one they have a bagger, and they said that was a new accessory for this year. And they said that the UTV has officially launched, which I thought you could get this several, I guess it's a newer model, but this one has heat in it and air, or I'm assuming. And that was in last year's video if you want all the specs and stuff off of it. Gator 55 HD. Seems to have a pretty nice little cab on it. The door slides up and over. The layout looks good.
I'm going to make the final decision, everybody.
Look at them compactors. Little roller. Let's see what Toro's got for this year. Look at that side feel. I honestly think I would like that. One of the problems with them now is they're on top. So you've got to like get that jug all the way up, and then it's shooting out wide open, whereas this will be on the side. Kick some grass. That My Ride system's sweet. Look at this. Like a gold series. I remember they had a blackout or black edition back a few years ago. I ain't much on a gold. That's funky. I don't think that'll age well. Height of cut goes up to 4 3/4. Here's Toro's big Batwing, 144 with the Yanmar, 44 horse. Toro and Exmark are the same company, but just about everything on these units, like, well, this is an electric one, but the decks are different, how they're built's different, how they cut's different. I've yet to get a Toro out. I'd really like to get a Toro out for testing, but this is a electric one.
I don't care how good the software is.
This is their 4000 series. Look at the weight carriage. Like, they've got a block down here you can slide those in. I like how they've done that for the center of gravity. 4 fleet points. So ZM 4000, 26-inch tires, 3 inches of travel in the suspension on the whole deck. This whole thing moves. Interesting deal. Deck goes to 5.5, probably locks out at 5 3/4. I like that. It's got a bagger on it. It's got a 37 grandstand. See what's in the bad boy booth. I know that's new for this year. I'm almost 100% sure it is. Let's see. Yep, new for 2026. Terrain bad boy. So your back wheel pivots. I haven't seen a whole lot of new stuff. Scag had a ton of new stuff. The Rebel looks the same. One thing that's crazy is like the price of these bad boy. I mean, all the other ones are anywhere from 15 to 20 grand. That one says promo price 18 for this Rogue bad boy. $40-horse Briggs. Looks like they've been using that one. Rebel X bad boy. Dual wheel deal. That one's got the 40 horse on it too. Hopefully Laura won that trailer. See what Gravely's got new. Pro Stance Ultra. So look, it's got the OCD built in, so you shoot blockers right there. One of the things I don't like is all the bolts hanging down like that in the deck. That's just a place for grass to catch. That Mach 1 unit is a good looking unit. High volume output deck. Look at the back of that. It slopes off real thin. $19,144. What in the world? That's running the FX1000V. High volume output deck. Easily cuts through thick wet grass and other good properties. Facilities of beautiful manicured cut and landscape lawns. So that is a wild looking deal. It is crazy deep right here. And as it goes across, it gets narrower looking. Yeah. And then you've got this baffling in the front here. But look at the front of that deck. So if you look, see it gets thicker over here and thinner as it goes. That's interesting. What is the deck height on this? So I have to get on it to see. See the spin dial there? That's wild. Never seen a deck like that. Here's their Gravely EV. What do you guys have new for this year? Is that Mach 1 deck been like that the whole time you made that?
The Mach 1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a wild looking deck.
Yeah, so it is, I mean, obviously you get into really thick stuff and it gets it out.
Okay.
You know, so
It's not trying to process, it's trying to kick it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it still cuts really well. It's just we're able to get it out when it's, you know,
Right.
thicker than maybe you want.
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed that about y'all's deck. And I, like I said, just seen that. And I was like, man, that is one wild looking deck.
Yep.
But it still leaves a good cut on a finish line?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Huh. Is there anything else new?
Nothing that I would say new. The Ultra came out
The Ultra?
this spring.
The one that's on the booth, the stand? Okay. What's new about it? Just a stand-on unit that you guys have come out with?
Well, it's just redesigned.
Right.
It's just better operator comfort and that's one set up. The one that we have outside is actually 72 with wide tires and stuff. So just try to make it easy and productive.
Right.
And then it's got the FX 1000 on it. You got a EFI option. So it's,
Right.
That's it. But yeah, other than that, we didn't really come out with anything.
So you can see these units here. Like I was talking about, this has got a joystick on it. One stationary and then one drives the whole thing. That's pretty wild. Looks like a pretty baffled deck. You got a wind tunnel in the front, looks like. 12.5 mile per hour, 26-inch rear tire, 5,400 hydros. I mean, it's got all the high-end stuff on it. I like how that rub rail is removable and it's like that polyurethane stuff that's on it. Most of them are welded to that, so it's not replaceable. Where this, if you run into something, you can just replace it once it gets wore down. And then the joystick version is run like anything else. The whole front pivots on that. Their blade tip speed is 19,000 RPM, so that's higher than a lot of other mowers. Most other mowers are around 18.5, 18.3 to 18.5. So if you ever wondered what the inside of a Parker unit looks like, here's one right here. Is that basically a clear version of this?
Very similar.
Yeah. I mean, not the same unit, but close.
Same principles.
Right.
Over center rotating group for the piston pump. Same as in that one. And a direct connection to the motor.
Is this the unit that goes in the X-Mark series? Okay. It's a little bit bigger unit. Goes.
Yes, the X-Mark series is not shown, but it's
Right.
comparable to this.
Okay.
So this is our full-fledged commercial transmission.
Yeah.
With our TG motors, that would be a mid-size unit, 1,000 pounds.
I thought it looked little, but the housing looks like that kind of on the
Yes.
units,
Yeah.
which is for cooling, I'm guessing, to catch air and
Yeah.
stuff.
So those units, along with the X-Mark units, have.
So what do you know what CC this is? Because I know X-Mark's like 16.7 or something.
Those are available in 10 and 12.
10 and 12, and this is more of like a 16 CC unit.
16.
Okay. You guys are really efficient in your pumps compared to like Hydro Gear. Every mower I've ran,
We've spent a lot of effort trying to get as much efficiency as we can. So it's
Yeah.
a combination of the pump system as well as the low-speed high-torque motor, which is traditionally a more efficient way to transfer the hydraulic fluid power into the output torque for the wheels.
yeah. Well,
So
I ran a ton of mowers, and one of the things I noticed about which X-Mark's only one of the units that has that high-end grouped Parker unit on it. And we've had several high-end ZT 5400s or even 4400s, and they're very power hungry. Like, it takes a lot more horsepower. You got to have way more motor to run them. And you can take like a 25 horse, put on an X-Mark, and it doesn't need as much for the hydraulics. So do you know what, I know on Hydro Gear ZT 5400, most people have said it takes 7 to 9 horsepower to run each side. Do you know what kind of horsepower it would take to make this efficiently work?
it all depends on the requirements you're putting on the machine.
Okay.
I mean, flat ground, hills, side
Right.
hill, heavy grass, light grass. Everything changes when you put a different load on there.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
but in general, we're going to be more efficient. So,
And this is a cutaway of the wheel motor.
one of our wheel motors, yes.
Right.
This is actually a spring applied hydraulic release brake.
Spring applied, so the hydraulic fluid would go in and then go out to press it.
So you got your standard work ports for the motor.
Right.
And there's a small pressure port here for the hydraulic fluid.
Okay.
So pilot pressure. And when you apply the pressure here, it'll push this piston back and release the brake.
Nice. All right, man. Thank you.
Yep.
So look at these old school Walker units they had. That's wild looking. This one still resembles what they look like today, as you can see. D21D. Such a wild looking deal. Oh, they're starting to put lights on them now. Got some little integrated lights and a drink holder. Got some concrete saws from Akita. Wouldn't that be a sweet little trailer to have? All of it's locked in. Basically saying convert from electricity to gas and save money. What do you guys got new for this year?
There's a little pruner there, and I've got a blower. So
Saying it's equivalent to a 50cc chainsaw.
3 speeds. Indicator for the bar.
Nice.
Hey, out here running, man. Gets it done. So here it is. So it goes up to 1.25 inches. So if you look at it, you're pruning on crepe myrtles, and you're doing
1.25 cut.
Supposed to use clippers, cut down a couple times. So we've also got 4 different settings. So if you're going through little smaller items.
That ought to cover some property. Showing all the different cut patterns you can make. Looks like it's got 3 blades under it. Interesting unit. Man, that thing's big. You probably can't tell on video.
How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing well.
Are these units redone or new for this year?
This one is.
Okay.
If you're familiar with the previous models, the 550
Yeah.
Epos is basically going away. And
Okay.
It'll be replaced by the 560, and then there'll also be an additional 580.
So what?
2 new models coming.
What's the difference in the 560 and the original?
The capacity is going
Okay.
to be your main thing. They're going to rate it. I think this one's 1.5 acres and the other one's 2 acres. But
Okay.
then
That thing looks huge
it is a little
to just do
bigger
an 1.5
physically.
acres.
This comes over from the IQ series, so
Okay.
much bigger here.
Right.
But this is going to be your biggest.
Ah, you got a pivoting it for an
Yeah.
axle. Okay.
A lot more stability too.
Right. Yeah.
So if you go left, right, I mean,
Right, the shifting and everything's not going to kick you over.
There also will be next spring. There will be an accessory that will mount like the LiDAR camera.
Okay.
On these,
So right now on the setup on this, if it doesn't have LiDAR, are you using RTK? RTK. Okay.
Yep.
So basically, you put an antenna out there, sequence it to it, walk it around the perimeter.
Yep. Basically drive it around the perimeter.
Right. You can make different areas.
Yep.
Okay. Good deal, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate your time. There's some gray ones there. There's a littler unit. It says maintains up to 1 acre. Huh. Exmark. I don't think they've got anything new this year for the bigger stuff, but we'll see. See what they got. Hey, you single? What, you about to go to sleep over there? You want to go look at a navigator? You want to go look at a navigator? Yeah, I don't see anything new for this year, but I will say I absolutely love this adapt system. This is a game changer for Exmark. Like that, just you can cut anything at any point. I wish they would come out with a series where it had a 26-inch rear tire on it and like a 15-inch front tire for ride quality. I think that would really help Exmark because they're just a little bit rough riding of a mower, in my opinion. Excellent mower though. K-Ride comfort system. It's got like a bigger bladder on the bottom, I'm guessing. I don't see any suspension or anything. Yeah, it's just in the seat. What was that? Do y'all have anything new for this year?
As far as in what?
Mowers.
The only thing that we really have that's updated is going to be, they're crowded around it right now, but this...
Like the front deck deal?
The front mount is, it's upgraded. We just changed the naming convention on it, but it's still the same machine and everything. We just kind of have a few upgrades on it.
Okay.
I'd say
We've got some new tractors, some new construction equipment.
Okay, excellent.
once everybody leaves, you're more than welcome.
Right. Excellent. All right, thank you.
Look, there's a tattoo.
Really? That's the unit they're talking about that they've updated on it. Steele's electric one, pretty much the same as it was last year. I wonder if they've got anything new in here. I've had a couple of those. Those are excellent handhelds. It's a good looking little Bobcat tractor. I like where the joystick's at, and these looks like it's a deaf one. 57.5 horse. Yeah, I like the white color scheme on there. I wonder if Bobcat went to the integrated handlebar brake. No, looks like it's still handle pull. 72-inch cut there. It's a good looking machine. That's a little bit different. What do you guys have new on your, do you have anything new on your higher end mowers like your 61 7000 series?
Yeah, let me get the guy that knows.
Cool. The higher end series, I can tell all the decals and everything are different, but as far as mechanicals and everything, is it pretty much the same as what it was?
Yeah,
ZT 5400 hydros and good looking unit. The deck still looks the same. You can kind of see this is an older style seat on the 6000, and then also the look of the label and stuff. See the difference in the label over there in comparison to that one. But I don't think anything's changed as far as how they're. You the man?
I'm John.
Is it pretty much the same
On the mowers?
Yeah.
On what we're doing this year
Okay.
is we are doing a refresh on our mowers. We don't have new models, but we're refreshing.
Okay.
Probably going to start introducing new models this time next year.
Okay.
So what we've done on the we basically break our stuff into two. We have our residential series
Right.
and our commercial series. So on the commercial series, like what this has got all the new refresh on it. We've gone to new stickering on our step plate.
Right.
Has the deck type and size on it, where it used to be on the front.
Okay.
So if you were looking on the floor, you kind of had to look around. So it's
Right.
a lot easier. We've gone to some new. We had problems with our decals coming off.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with people with pressure washer.
Right.
And we've gone to a new kind of a look and a better adhesive on it. So
Okay.
they'll stick. We've gone to the new badging on the back.
Yep.
Like this right here.
There's the old one, and right here's the old
Yeah,
one,
there's
and
the
right
old
here's the
And
new
you
one.
can- and we went to a new style bumper on the back. It still has our swing away bumper, but makes it easier to do any maintenance on what a user could do, like on your air filter or oil or stuff like that.
Right.
We have some additions. The wheels are not standard; they're an
Right.
accessory. So that's a new accessory for it.
But as far as like your mainstream mechanics, everything.
Nothing on that has changed. Really, some new badging on the front there.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've gone to some better. We had some problem with the foot plates on them.
Okay.
They would either come off or peel
Rattle.
or get in. So we've upgraded that. So that's really, and we've upgraded the seats, which is a huge thing.
So what is, I know like in your lower end series, I was talking with one of the guys and he was saying like on your lower end, you started putting the parking brake in the handlebar. Do you think they're going to bring that into this?
That I don't know if that's available on this.
Well, I know it's not
transmission.
available. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because this is a 2-speed transmission.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if it's available. I'm not.
It is available on
Okay.
that because I know like some of the Hustler units
And they're
have the
using
5400.
But they don't have the 2-speed 5400.
No.
think so.
So with the 2-speed, you're saying the parking brake can't be in it.
I'm saying I don't know if it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the residential ones, kind of the same thing. The new logos,
Right.
and the new seats. But the only mechanical change on that is the integrated parking brake on it.
Right. Okay. So far, this has been the best riding lawnmower that we have had out thus far. So if you guys are looking for ride quality, so far I haven't had anything on site that rides as good as a Ferris. Cut quality is not as good as some of the other mowers, but the ride is really good. What's up, man? So this is a pretty good cutaway so you guys can see kind of how the Ferris is. They've got everything off the top so you can see in there. You know, 2-belt ICD cutting system. Kind of lets you see the bare bones of the mower. He said that girl walked up right after they was giving that away. I would have been so sick. They had a giveaway at the Ferris booth, and a lady, they kept calling her name, and her husband was standing there at the same time, and he was like, that's my wife's name, but she never came, and then she came right after they went ahead and picked another winner, because you've got to be there. If you come to these shows, there's so many giveaways, and you've got to be there to get it, and they call your name for like 5 minutes, and if you don't make it back, then they just remove you from it and get someone else. So I've never heard of this brand. It's a good looking, looks heavy duty built. Like that deck looks powder coated too. You can see the deck on it. It's like a powder coat. Feels thick. VX60XP. Running a ZT 50 or 4400. 12 mile per hour. 26-inch rear tire. It's got some good specs on it. Wonder what the cut looks like, or the deck. So it's a pretty robust deck. It's got a drop front lip, so you can drop this to cut your, if you guys don't know, this front lip, if you drop it all the way down, will stop blowout and give you better vacuum at higher cuts, like when you're cutting up high. Let's see what this goes to. So it goes to 6. The cut goes all the way up to 6 inches. That's excellent. It's got some good specs. Cash price, $11,000. So that, I mean, for the specs on that, you're getting a light bar in the front. Never heard of this brand, but this is going to be the new bad boy. Thing's so beefy looking. Look at that. They put a grease fitting in there. I love that. 860 Elite. Look at that seat. That thing's got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Is this you?
No.
Yeah, that thing's, I mean, seems like their price really good too for what you're getting.
Yeah. That's good.
Look at that. So you can get a 860 Elite with a Kawasaki for $11,900. Pulleys are pretty good size. Looks like it's one belt for the whole deck. They've got stand-ons. They've got little ones. There's an 860 Pro. Comes with the lights and stuff on it. It's good looking units. Never heard of them. Emotions. Now they've got a pool cleaner one. That's a straight up flat side. And then over here you've got their mowers, so they can mow your yard and they can clean your pool.
About 65 pounds.
Yeah.
First customer will be my dad's
Quite happy.
Yeah. 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 You wouldn't want it to run out of battery if it was out there by itself.
We have a joystick that can drive around with
Oh, you do? Now, can you drive it with your phone?
It's right on 78.
In the app. Okay. So he was saying this has a battery pack in it that will mow up to about, we'll say 4 to 5 hours, and it can maintain 2 acres of property. It's an RTK setup. You've got the sensors around the mower here. And then is this for the RTK connection right there on top? That's a big one on there. And then in the bottom, you've got razors. You've got your camera in the front for the sensors. And if you want to do more than 2 acres efficiently, you can buy an extra battery to put in it. It's got a battery pack in this housing here. Can you open that? I don't want to tear it up. So you can see the battery pack there. And you could just swap them out if you wanted to do, you know, more property than what 2 acres was efficiently. But it's a tall, big unit. And then it's got a house you can see that it can put itself in, at least the front here. But he was saying that you can connect them together. So if you had 10 of these on a massive property, you can link them all up and have them work together. So these are some wild looking units. Warhawk. They look like the Yakta brand, to be honest. Like the tires, the deck. I think they're rebranded Yakta mowers. Could be wrong. But they have very, very similar traits. See what the there's a Commander. That's a big one. Commander Pro. That one's got the ECV 980 Kohler. I really like that motor. Do you know, are you okay with, like, you can see their deck cut away here. Kind of see how thick they've got the metal plating where this spindle and stuff goes through. And then your grease fittings are on top. Kind of like a Scag. Is it? You can put a weed eater on the side there. Who's ever bit of that? Just hanging out there. Cropping stuff as we go.